Raptors Nation here, and was that one heck of a ball game or what? Game 5 from Philadelphia, the Raptors take this one 103 to 88 with Fred VanVleet showing up to the ball game in his street clothes and Scotty Barnes getting the shot at point guard here tonight. In that opening quarter, Toronto, they came out hungry. I mean, these boys were hungry to start off tonight's game. Gary Trent Jr. was popping on all cylinders tonight. Scotty Barnes had a hop to his step tonight. He played well throughout the entire game. He threw up some good numbers, 12 points, 8 boards, and 4 or 5 assists, I think. He played excellent tonight. Thaddeus Young came off the bench. He threw a dime pass almost between Embiid's legs to Chris Boucher for an easy jam. Listen, if Toronto can continue to play like this in Game 6, and we take Game 6 from Toronto rallying behind our fans, we then force a Game number 7 that will be played, of course, in Philadelphia. If the Raptors approach these next games, well, we're going to take this one game at a time. If the Raptors approach game number 6, how they did tonight, defensively, they completely took Embiid out of the game mentally, right out of the gates. They forced him into he had to play through foul trouble tonight all game long, and that's kind of how much of the Raptors had to play throughout this entire series from game 1. And you know what? If Scotty doesn't go down in game 1 with that ankle injury, this series may have been over already. I'm just going to go out and say it. This guy means so much to this team and its success, not only in the regular season, but now you can see just how much this guy means to this team now here in the postseason. Like I said, he got the starting slot there at the point guard position tonight, and he balled out. He didn't score a whole lot, but he's a guy that you can play he can play 1 through 5, but if you throw him in the starting 5, he's gonna go after every loose ball. He is a great defender. He's gonna rebound you the basketball. As great of a defender Fred VanVleet is, he's not gonna put up the type of rebounding numbers that Scotty Barnes does for us. And rebounds, of course, are a huge key to the Raptors' success. Not only defensive rebounds, but of course offensive rebounds leading to second chance points. Now, Thaddeus Young also played a good ball. It was a whole around team effort tonight. If we can have this type of effort in Game 6, folks, there will be a Game 7 played in Philadelphia, and I like our chances. I really, really do. If Toronto can take Embiid out of the game early on, whether it's the first quarter, whether it's the second quarter, going into halftime, if they can have the same defensive approach in game number 6, I really, really like Toronto's chances here. I really do. And if Fred VanVleet so happens to sit out game 6 once again, I still really like our chances in that game, folks. What I saw from the boys tonight, they were playing hungry. They shot like 8 for 20 or something like that from the three-point line. They didn't knock down a whole lot of threes, but they got to the free throw line and they kept Embiid off of the free throw line. He didn't take 25 free throws in tonight's game. They played so well, they sent the Philly crowd packing their bags, heading for the exits with like 4.5 minutes to go in that fourth quarter. OG got the ball, he drained a three-pointer. I think we were up by like 12 points at that time, or I don't know what it was, 13, 14, 15 points, whatever it may be. I know it was double digits, but he knocks down that three-pointer from the corner. Philadelphia calls a timeout, and then their fans, they head for the exits, folks. That was one heck of a ball game. So game 6 will be played in Toronto at 7 p.m. Eastern, and I'm hoping we have the same starting 5 for game 6. If I'm Nick Nurse, I want Freddie to sit that game out. I don't mind seeing him there on the sidelines, but as long as he's not in the uniform, as long as he's not playing, we got Scotty starting at the point guard. Oh boy, I like our chances, folks. like I said, I'll say it again. If he didn't go down in game one with that ankle injury, this series right now, it may have been over. We would have been sitting tight watching, waiting for Miami, I should say, until they wrap things up against the Hawks. If he didn't go down game one, folks, oh my goodness. But game six is going to be played in Toronto. If we can have that same defensive effort, if the boys come out playing hungry, tonight they played hungry in Philadelphia. The boys were hungry tonight, and they took that game on the road. They shut the fans out. They sent the fans heading for the exits early in that game. So let's see what goes down in game six. Let's see what the starting five is going to be. I hope Nick Nurse and his coaching staff takes the exact same defensive approach as we did in game six. Take Embiid out of the game early, get into his head early in the game. Let him play through that thumb injury, you know. Let him play through that. Let's take the same approach defensively. And I really like our chances, folks. I don't have much else to say. It was one heck of a game. I'm so glad we got one on the road in Philly. We're taking this series one game at a time. Game six will be played from Toronto. I'm hoping we got the same starting five because, oh man, Scotty starting at the point guard. I freaking love our chances in this series, folks. Sit Freddie out for game six. Let's see how she goes. Let's do this one game at a time. Have the same defensive approach. Take Joel out of the game early, get into his head. You put him in foul trouble, and we'll see what the outcome of the game is, like what happened tonight. He played with 5 fouls. He almost fouled out. So we're taking this one game at a time. Raptors stay healthy. Keep our fingers crossed. And we're going to see how game six goes from Toronto, folks. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below. What did you think of tonight's game? Let me know if I missed anything. What should I talk about in the next game? We're going to see how she goes. Thanks for watching. Peace out.